Welcome to the full moon meditation with Spirit Fire and myself, Donna Mitchell-Moniak. We are in the summer, we're just past the summer solstice, and I hope your full moon is going well. Cancer is a sign that has to do with our roots, our home, our security, our stability, our emotional well-being, and our empathic, intuitional relationship with all of life. It can be a moody sign, but it quite often is one that has to do with organizing. It's good business skills quite often. And also interested in the past, because the past is our roots. And so a person with strong Cancer in their chart could be a person who is a history buff, or actually a history professor or teacher. They might be an antiquarian or some sort of archaeologist even. When we look at home, we look at Earth. And Earth, of course, is going through some changes right now. This planet that is our home is going through a lot of changes. Humanity is as well. The animal kingdom is as well as the plant kingdom. And so when we consider Cancer as a sign and prepare ourselves to meditate tonight, then consider your home, Earth. Not just the dwelling in which you currently live and how you've made it comfortable for yourself, but consider Earth and consider the responsibility that each of us has to take care of our home. We are blessed with a Grand Cardinal Cross for this full moon and for a couple of weeks here in the sign of Cancer. By degree, this Grand Cardinal Cross is alive and very dynamic through the middle degrees of Cancer. And then after we get into the latter degrees, then only Uranus will be operative with the Sun. What this Grand Cardinal Cross provides for us is a lot of drive. Yes, an insistence on forward motion, absolutely that, but also an insistence on independence. That can be problematic when the world is asking us to work together. So it's by divine kind of organization that the G20 is meeting here at the full moon time, when in fact the necessity is that we work as one, that we come together as a family, and that the leaders that are there come together as a family. Yet, what we can see in the world is that there's a lot that is breaking down, and a lot that actually needs to break down. There are old systems, monarchies, authoritarianism, hierarchical leaderships. There's still an awful lot of racism in the world, sexism in the world, etc. There also is an orientation to predator-prey in the kingdom of humanity, where there are some people that are victims and put into poverty and put into very difficult lives so that others can be made wealthy, have easy lives. It is these kinds of things that as we look at this grand cardinal square here in the sign of Cancer, that we must look at together and maybe even meditate a bit with. Where are the new ideas to come from? From a single person? No, we've entered the Aquarian age. That isn't going to work. In fact, that is part of the challenge right now, is that we have a few very powerful leaders Ushnisha Satitipatra and her 1,000 arms, or 10,000 arms is really what it is, and 10,000 legs, and her hundreds and hundreds of heads, that simply are calling us to this level of compassion, this level of wisdom that sees all in its interconnected, interdependent wholeness, that is willing to open its mind to the far reaches of intuition, inventiveness, and collaboration, that has opened its heart fully to everyone and everything equally. And so, with that, let us meditate, and with the blessings of Ushnisha, we open our hearts, we open our minds. We smile and take a long, slow, deep breath. And then feeling one another and all the people around the world who are meditating and praying and holding the full moon cycle in reverence, we join with them, we settle, breathing in and breathing out. Then imagining ourselves among the collective of meditators and people of goodwill of the world, we open our hearts and we connect heart to heart with a golden band of light. And standing amongst all the meditators and people of goodwill, we imagine everyone with their ajna center awakened, illumined, their eye of wisdom, able to intuit that which is the best way, the right way, the highest way for all of humanity and the world. And so we light our ajna center at the brow, and we connect ajna to ajna with a golden band of light. And sitting in deep meditation with those servers and workers of the world, we light our crown center so that, like Ushnisha, it opens so fully that it is as if we had 1,000 heads, all with their crown centers wide open. We connect crown to crown with a golden band of light. Thus are we one heart, one mind, one willed intention. Let us all feel again the heart, radiant, pure, electric blue light pouring out of it. But as it pours out, like all sources of light, it creates a brilliant white light. So the deep inner source is a deep, beautiful blue. But as it pours out, light itself radiates out in all directions from the heart. Pure white, pure light. And now add the thought that as we are pouring out this light of the illumined heart, that we are holding all leaders of the world, national leaders, international leaders, business leaders, leaders in our community, leaders in families. So we are holding all leaders in this radiating light of the heart. And they are being held so powerfully in this light that they are blotted out, subsumed, and integrated into this light, so that light itself becomes the true leader of the world. And as the leaders of the world are held in this light, subsumed by this light, notice that their hearts also are awakened, opened, and radiate out. Whatever agenda they have for their own nation or their own ideologies disappear in this light. The heart rules. Its wisdom and compassion is the most powerful. It's empathy and sympathy and care, the driving force, such that it awakens all leaders to the needs of the world for harmony, for recognition, for change. and equanimity. And while holding all of that, holding it vibrant in our meditation, now let us open our Ajna Center again. And with it imagine all the people of the world having their Ajna Center also, their wisdom eye awakened, so that all people will see the world truly as the only home we have, and intuit all manner of creative solutions, innovative new ways to live with the earth and all its creatures, to live with one another without division, to be content within oneself, because one knows and recognizes one's own inner light. So awaken your Ajna Center again. Let it radiate. And imagine yourself meditating deeply with all 7 billion people of the earth. Everyone's Ajna centers open, functioning, luminous, the wisdom eye of humanity awakened. And let us feel within ourselves that with the wisdom eye awakened, that we in our own lives can be innovative, that we can move more freely within the realms of wisdom, intuition, insight, and as such then see the world brand new, perceive one another with new and widened senses of reality. And thus again, let go of the old, let go of the past, and step into the future that is being made right now. And now let us open our crown center again, pure and lighted. Let it fountain with the highest aspirations, even aspirations that we have no words for, don't even know yet, but just align to the highest aspirations, the highest good, the highest possible achievement that you and I and everyone on the planet can possibly achieve. And so let our crown center open and blossom up and blossom out and fountain and radiate and be so dynamic that will and alignment and purpose are pure light, pure energy. And let us imagine the leaders of the world, all with their crown centers, bright, illumined, opened, aligning to the highest aspirations, to the highest good, to that which is true, beautiful, harmonious, and that which brings about humanity's interrelation with all life on earth and earth herself. And so as we envision the leaders of the world with their crown centers illumined and open, we ask that the leaders of the world be led by the light. But the ultimate leader of humanity is the awakened heart of every human being, collectively organized, unified, and aligned to the greatest good that is possible on earth. And so as our crown centers and the crown center of every human being on earth is awakened and opened, and we visualize it as so, then visualize as well an alignment down to the awakened heart, crown and heart, connected. And imagine both radiating out so powerfully, so purely, that all humanity is lost in a great light, the light of awakeness, the light of awakened heart, illumined mind, of enlightenment itself. And finally, let us envision the earth, radiant. Let's envision the earth, healthy, its oceans purified again, cleansed of all that has been thrown into them. The mountains, beautiful, snow-capped. Let us envision the areas that have been desertified or deforested, made lush again, all by the ingenuity, the innovations, and the care of humanity. And as you complete with 3 ohms, feel your heart, the wisdom center at Ajna, and the crown, pouring out a great light into the world. And envision all humanity, every human being, doing the same. Thank you everyone for your light. It's a powerful full moon cycle, so meditate frequently. Hold the world in the great alignment of heart and mind. Love you all. Have a beautiful evening.